What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're continuing with the trade deadline rebuilds, and today we're going to be doing a new look Magic rebuild. As we all know, the Orlando Magic pretty much blew up their roster at the trade deadline, which is why I thought we should do this rebuild today. So we got the other ones coming up soon. Trust me, I'm trying to grind all these out. I might even double upload tomorrow just because there's so many that I want to do. It's just like I feel like if I push it out to next week, that it's not going to be as significant anymore because obviously the trade deadline was so long ago. So there's a chance I might double upload tomorrow. But yes, like I said, I am trying to grind these trade deadline rebuilds out for you guys. But today, like I said, we're doing the new look Magic because they need some help. They need some help. So if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. 60% of you watch this video aren't even subscribed, man. And we're close to 17,000 subs, so you could join us here and be part of that 17,000. But other than that, let's go ahead and check out this Magic roster and let's try to rebuild this team and maybe get them to a championship in today's video. So as we all know, start today is not a thing in NBA 2K21 Next Gen, so we're just going to be starting a new regular season with this Magic roster because that's how things go in 2K. So looking at the new roster, I haven't really got the chance to actually look at this myself. I know my Blazers played the Magic yesterday, and the game was a lot closer than I wanted it to be. But hey, Norman Powell looked decent, and we were missing Damian Lillard, I guess, so whatever. But, you know, I saw a lot of promising things from, like, James Ennis. Obviously, he's not going to be here for the long term, but Mo Bamba looked interesting at times. Kim Birch, Michael Carter-Williams even did some things, but honestly, really excited to see what we're going to do today. So obviously Markelle Fultz and Cole Anthony are actually out right now in the regular season, so we're going to see, I assume, a lot from RJ Hampton. Oh yeah, not to mention Chuma Okeke looked really good as well. So looking at the starting five as of right now, I'm just kind of curious to see what it looks like. So we have Markelle Fultz at the point guard, Terrence Ross at the 2, Isaac at the 3, Chuma Okeke at the 4, and Wendell Carter at the 5. So I like Wendell Carter, Okeke, and Jonathan Isaac where they're at. But what I don't love is Ross and I guess Markelle Fultz. If we're just gonna play everybody, I guess we can just do that. So I don't love then there's Cole Anthony down here, who I would love to give some minutes to, and RJ Hampton as well. So there's a lot of young guys I want to give minutes to, but there's just not enough spots. So I think what we need to do, though, is for sure is we need to get rid of Otto Porter. I think the Magic are going to buy him out anyway. So what I might do is just release him, because I think if you just release him, he'll just get bought out. So yeah, I think what happens is he'll just, like, his salary will count against you this season, and then, like, it'll come off. It's like a buyout pretty much. So let's say the Magic do buy out Otto Porter Jr. or something, and that happens. So that's going to free up some minutes for some other guys. So salary cap breakdown, and let's see if that's what happened. It doesn't show me yet, but I think that's what happens. So if that's not what happens and it like stretches out, then I'll restart, because I don't think it does that, but I don't want that to be the case. So I do want to take Terrence Ross out of the starting five, though, and I think what I want to do is I kind of want to get Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, and RJ Hampton all minutes this season is what I want to do. That's like ideally my thing. So let me go ahead and fix the rotation the way I want it, because there's a lot of things I want to fix here. So there was a lot of figuring out to do, but this is what ultimately I'm going to go with. So Markelle Fultz at the 1, RJ Hampton at the 2, because obviously they traded for RJ Hampton for a reason. There's a lot of guards here, though, so that's going to be very interesting to see what the Magic decide to do. Ultimately, I think I'm going to have to trade at least one of them. I think that's what's going to have to happen. So I'm going to just play Markelle Fultz, RJ Hampton, Isaac, Chuma Okeke, Wendell Carter, and then Terrence Ross off the bench, Mo Bamba, Cole Anthony, and Kim Birch. So that is what I'm going to ultimately go with. And I think eventually we are going to have to trade either Fultz, Hampton, or Cole Anthony. I don't think we can roll with all three of them, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we can, and we make it work. But other than that, I'm just going to go ahead, simulate season number 1. And one thing I do have to mention as well is 2K did not put the draft picks in, but I went ahead and did that myself. So we have the Bulls pick, we have the Nuggets pick, or the Bulls picks, and then we have that Nuggets pick and some second rounders from the Celtics. So we went ahead and did that as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and simulate the first season, see how this Magic team does. I'm hoping we're just complete garbage and we land 2 lottery picks in the offseason. That would be a great start to this rebuild. So at the end of the season, James Harden is your most valuable player, which I find very interesting, because obviously, as we all know, there was a lot of MVP talk about Harden winning MVP yesterday, because he said, I am the MVP. And honestly, I don't tend to disagree. He definitely has had that type of season, but I know there's going to be a lot of differing opinions. Some people think Jokic, some people think Embiid. There's a lot of good players out there you could say that could be MVP. So I'm not going to have that argument and be like, yeah, James Harden is definitely the MVP. But regardless, we sucked, which is what I wanted. And it looks like Chicago did make the playoffs, so we're not going to have a lottery pick, unfortunately. So another one anyway. But player stats, we had 15 from Fultz, 15 from Cole Anthony, and 15 from RJ Hampton. So like I said, these 3 guys are going to be very interesting to choose from. I don't know what I'm going to do with All three of them. I just don't know because they're all like smaller guards. RJ is at least 6'4", so I feel like I could play him at the 2 and be fine, but I don't know, man. We're gonna have to obviously make a decision on them. But let's go ahead and just simulate playoffs and see how things go. See if Chicago can make some noise, and they do not. They get eliminated first round, but the Los Angeles Lakers ultimately win the championship, and Miami goes down in 6. Okay, so league meetings, we got, actually that was a rematch of the last NBA finals, I just noticed. But draft lottery, this is where it's very important. I think we need this lottery pick, and it's something I do find very interesting is we land a top 3 pick or whatever, do we take a guard? Do we take Kid Cunningham or something? Like, what would the Magic do in that situation? Because I feel like that would just be overkill at the guard. Like, there's a lot of point guards you would have to like figure out what you're gonna do with. So yeah, that is where I'm gonna be a little confused. I can't imagine we landed we landed the number 1 pick. I was about to like, I don't know what I was about to do. I was about to throw up or something there, but we landed the number 1 pick because that makes things a lot more complicated in my head. We have the number 1 pick in the draft though, which is awesome. Obviously that is so awesome, but we don't need Cade Cunningham. We don't need Jalen Suggs, man. Like, that's just gonna be a lot. Honestly, I don't think Steve Clifford will be sticking around for a rebuild, so I'm gonna go ahead and just fire him. I'm gonna also fire my assistant coaching staff, and then let's go to the trainer because we're definitely gonna need these training camps, like 1000%. Head coach wise, if we wanted a good coach that's gonna steer us in the right direction, we got like Mike Brown from the Golden State Warriors, which could be an interesting hire. You got if I want to go for somebody real anyway, you got Josh Longstaff, Jesse Mermize, Lionel Hollins, Nate Tibbetts, Oliver Gordon, Dion Blount, Sam Cassell, Kenny Atkinson did a lot of good things in Brooklyn. Jason Kidd, obviously bring him over to Orlando. Ron Adams. I think what I might do is I do kind of like the idea of maybe just going with the Mike Brown. I don't know, it's a little different from what I usually do, so why not? Just kidding, we get blocked. We're not getting Mike Brown. Okay, so we got Mike D'Antoni. Obviously we're not doing that. Trent Peterson is going to be my assistant, even though it's kind of weird that I'm going to hire assistant first before I hire a head coach. But we got blocked, so let's go see what else we can do. Lionel Hollins, I know you get blocked by trying to hire him as well. I guess I'll hire Kenny Atkinson because I do want a real head coach. So I get Kenny Atkinson, who should help us in our rebuild, and then we're gonna go to head scout and grab Walter Force. So boom, we got our new coaching staff and a new trainer, and we're chilling. What am I gonna do with this draft pick though? Because number 1 overall, obviously you take Cade Cunningham and you or Jalen Suggs or whatever, and you run away with it. But the fact that I have 3 guards I could play at point guard just makes me wonder what the hell am I gonna do here. So I could trade down, or I could just draft a guard and say screw it, right? Like, I could do that. So we have number 1 and number 19 in this draft. I think what I might do is explore some options to trade down because, like I said, I ultimately, or we could take like Jalen Green at number 1 and be okay with that as well. I don't know, man. Like, we could do that and maybe play him at the wing and Isaac at the 4 or something like that, because I definitely don't want to draft a guard. We could get Jeremy Grant out of Detroit. If Detroit wanted to trade up and we get a power forward, but not really looking for that. We could trade down and get DeJounte Murray from the Spurs. We don't need another guard though. Devin Booker, obviously. And then, wow, the Timberwolves want to trade me Karl Anthony Towns for number 1 in the 25th pick. That is actually insane. I'm not gonna lie, but realistically, do I think that would go down? No, I do not. I think that would take a lot more than just the number 1 pick and Gary Harris to get Karl Anthony Towns. So I'm not gonna do that. So I think what I might do is I might say screw it, and I might just draft Jalen Green or somebody number 1 overall. I'm not drafting Cunningham or Suggs, even though they would probably be the pick you should take. So I'm going to be taking a wing because that's what I want to do. So we have Jaden Springer, Evan Mobley, Jalen Suggs, Greg Brown, Jalen Green, Jonathan Kuminga, BJ Boston. But what I'm going to do is I'm drafting Jalen Green number 1 overall, and I'm saying screw it. We got Jalen Green number 1 overall, and then let's go see what we want to do. Alan Flanagan, Orlando Robinson, Jeremiah Robinson Earl. We got so yeah, we could take another wing player, James Bouknight. Sure, why not? Another guard. Welcome in. We drafted 2 shooting guards, but probably gonna move both of them to small forward or something. We'll see. So Jalen Green and James Bouknight, both really good players. Welcome to the team. Dwayne Bacon, I'm actually gonna decline his team option, even though he's been kind of good for Orlando, but I kind of want to go a different direction. He's already 26 years old. So all right, now looking at things, let's see. So we got Markelle Fultz and Cole Anthony, as we know. We have Jalen Green, Terrence Ross, James Bouknight, RJ Hampton, and Gary Harris. That's a lot of guards. Jonathan Isaac and Chuma Okeke, and then Wendell Carter Mobama. So we're ultimately gonna move Isaac to the 4. There's no way around that. So Isaac's gonna go to the power forward, and then this is where our small forward opens up. So I'm probably gonna move Jalen Green there to small forward. He is 6'6", so and I think he has a nice wingspan if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna move him to small forward. And then Boo Knight 6'5". We could also move him to the 3. Sure, why not? Because we don't have 2 small forwards, so we can both move him there. Screw it, why not? So, and then I do want to trade Terrence Ross. I do. I do not want to keep him here. I think it makes more sense to get rid of him. So let's go ahead and see what we can get for Terrence Ross. We can get Seth Curry in a 2nd round pick. We can get Al-Farouq Aminu in a 2nd round pick from Chicago. So this would at least like we would be getting rid of Terrence Ross's money, and Al-Farouq Aminu wouldn't really play in the rotation. So the Grizzlies, we got 2 first round picks from the Grizzlies, but obviously I don't think that would happen. 2 first round picks: JaMychal Green, Jeremy Lamb, Wesley Iwundu in a 1st from the Pelicans, Jahlil Okafor in a 2nd from the Pistons, Bembry in a 1st from the Raptors. And then if we wanted to send Terrence Ross back to Toronto, we could do that, but I feel like the Raptors should go in and yeah, I'm just gonna do this trade. I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab Al-Farouq Aminu, and Chicago is gonna get Terrence Ross. There's gonna be some nice bench depth for them in the midst of trying to make some more playoff bursts. So got rid of Terrence Ross, W. So now we have Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, RJ Hampton, Gary Harris, Jalen Green, James Boo Knight, Jonathan Isaac, Al-Farouq Aminu, Wendell Carter, Mo Bamba. So it looks like we're not going to do anything in free agency. We're just going to stick with what we have because we have tons of young talent already as it is. So no need to go ahead and sign anyone in free agency. I kind of want to just see how this team's going to do. I thought we were going to have to trade like RJ Hampton or something like that, or Cole Anthony or one of these guys, but it looks like we could maybe make it work without doing that. So that's what we're going to ultimately try to do. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and simulate season number 2, see how this team improves, see how we do, and hopefully by the end of the year, we're a better team than we were last year. Efficiency, we're a 3.5 system, and this is going to be the starting 5 for season number 2. Markelle Fultz, RJ Hampton, Jalen Green, Jonathan Isaac, Wendell Carter, Mo Bamba, Cole Anthony, James Boo Knight, and Chuma Okeke. So I really love our rotation. Gary Harris is somebody we could maybe use the trade deadline to get someone else if we wanted to, but I might just let him walk in the offseason because I don't know if I'm going to make any trades because we have a lot of guys plugged in already as it is. So I just kind of want to see how things go. Simulating season number 2. Let's see if we're better than we were last year, and that's the hope anyway. So at the end of season number 2, we're a playoff team, man. That's actually really, really exciting. I know Orlando is known to make the 7th in the AFC because that's what they used to do all the time. But this is a young team making the 7th in the AFC. This is a different team now where we're not even supposed to be in the playoffs and we're making it, which is awesome. MVP Embiid, Rookie of the Year Cade Cunningham on Detroit Pistons, Suggs 6th Man of the Year on the Warriors, Jonathan Isaac Defensive Player, which is awesome to see. Most Improved goes to Trae Young, and Steve Nash Coach of the Year, Coach Tool Executive. So All NBA First Team: Trae, Luka, Giannis, LeBron, Embiid. All NBA Second Team got Russ, Bradley Beal, KD, Kawhi, Jokic. All NBA Third Team: Devin Booker, Harden, Jimmy Butler, AD, Bam, Adebayo. And here's the offense first team: Jonathan Isaac making it, and all defensive second team. So all rookie teams got Jalen Green up to an 85 overall already. Beautiful. And then all rookie second team as well. So we're the 7th seed in the East. We went 41-41 and we got into the playoffs. That's definitely an overachievement if you ask me, from a team that literally just traded their 3 best players last season. So definitely excited about that. Looking at the player stats, we had 24 from Jalen Green, 17 from Markelle Fultz, 15 from Cole Anthony off the bench. So he's been awesome. And then RJ Hampton with 14.5 of that shooting guard spot as well. And then Wendell Carter with 13, Isaac with 12, Boo Knight with 10, Mo Bamba with 8 and 9 off the bench, and almost a block per game, I should say. And Chuma Okeke and Michael Carter Williams even got some minutes here and there. But let's go ahead and see how impressive we are going to be in these playoffs, playing the Atlanta Hawks, man. So they have Trae Young, Quentin Grimes, Hunter Collins, Clint Capella, Oyuka Nkongwu, and Kevin Reddish, Kevin Huerter. So I'm just going to add somewhat current round. We have nothing to lose here. If somehow we win this series, that would be ultimately amazing. And we do up. And wow, we actually just beat the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. So that's actually really, really exciting. So now we got the Boston Celtics, who have Kemba, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Blake Griffin is here. Interesting. Robert Williams, Marcus Smart, Aldridge is also here. Tristan Thompson. You got Drummond down here somewhere as well. Like, what the hell? You guys are stocking up on these guys that got bought out. Although Blake Griffin's already on the Brooklyn Nets. But looks like Celtics fans might be getting Drummond soon. I don't know, man. I don't know if you guys are gonna be happy about that. Somebody game 1. Let's just somebody current round again. And I kind of want to see something. Box score wise, Cole Anthony 26, Jalen Green with 23. Okay, so somebody current round, and we do push the Celtics to 6 games, but we do lose in 6. So you know what? That's fine. We made it to the 2nd round as a team that is in rebuild mode. So I'm actually very, very ecstatic with how that 2nd season just went, obviously. And the Nuggets go on to win the championship as well, not to mention. So let's go to the league meetings and let's get into another exciting offseason. So draft lottery, we're not going to have any picks from anybody that conveys this year. That Bulls pick will convey next year, and I didn't really see if they made the playoffs or not, but that would definitely have been interesting to see. So looking at things, we do not have a projected lottery pick, and we end up with number 17. So we still could get a talented player at number 17 though, and then the Bulls 15. So the Bulls were probably the 8th seed and I didn't notice it. But staff signing, we're going to keep everything the same. Randy Martin, we're going to keep that as well. Going to the NBA draft, drafting at number 17. Let's see who we're going to snag here to ultimately prolong our rebuild even further. So we got Mo Jav King, Max Christie, Brian Antoine. We don't need guards though. There's a lot of things we don't need, and there's a lot. Mo Jav King, we could just grab him as a trade piece maybe, I guess, because he's projected like number 5 overall or whatever it is. So sure, why not? Welcome to the roster. Number 17, he was a 76 overall. Welcome to the team. We got Hasten Ward out of the second round as well. We got Trayton Warford out of the second round. We had a lot of second round picks and I didn't notice it. Wow, that is a lot of good talented second round picks coming in. Like, that's a lot of good second rounders. Wow. Player options: Cole Anthony, RJ Hampton, Chumo Kiki, of course, going to bring all of them back. Qualifying offers: Wendell Carter is a free agent. I don't know if he's done enough to the degree where I want to ultimately bring him back on a fat contract. We'll have to see what Orlando wants to do with him and how he's going to do in Orlando. I don't think he's given the fair opportunity because he was hurt a lot in Chicago. So 25 million is a lot, I'm not going to lie. So we'll definitely have to see what we want to do about that. But looking at things, Markelle Fultz, Cole Anthony, RJ Hampton, we have so many assets at this point, like a lot of young players, that we could make an interesting trade to like a young rebuilding team. Isaac, Jalen Green, like there's a lot of things we could do here, but there's a lot of young talent on this roster. So there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of things we could do here in the near future. So at the trade deadline, if we're an interesting roster and someone wants to trade their best player, might be looking to do something, man. Might be looking to make a move. But for now, I think all I'm really worried about is getting Wendell Carter back, because I do want him back, and he's getting an offer from the Grizzlies. So I think at this point you match it, because you traded Nikola Vucevic, your best player, and you're going to get a 23-year-old. You got a 23-year-old Wendell Carter getting 4-year, $104 million. You know, always trade it if need to. I feel like that's still a tradable contract. So Wendell Carter is back in Orlando. I don't think I could just let him go. So Wendell Carter, welcome back. So Wendell Carter, he's going to be making, let's see, how much a year? He's going to be making 24 million a year, which isn't terrible. There's a lot worse contracts out there. So Wendell Carter, welcome back. And then you got Mo Bamba, and then Yannick. We got a lot of centers, man. A lot of young talent, a ton of young talent. But I'm not going to worry about the rest of free agency. Trade deadline should be interesting if we're a good team. Like I said, there's a lot of things we might be able to pull off of the trade deadline, but there's a lot of good player progression out of here, a lot of young talent, and I'm very, very excited to see where this team's going to go in season number 3. So the rotation's going to stay the same. We're just going to go ahead and simulate season number 3, see how things pan out, and there's a chance, if things are going well, I might make a big trade at the trade deadline. This season, Luka Doncic is your most valuable player. Chet Holmgren, Rookie of the Year. Bol 6-man. Isaac, Defensive Player once again. Jalen Suggs, Most Improved, and Kenny Atkinson, Coach of the Year. As we went 60-22. I did stop at the trade deadline, but ultimately there was no trades that made sense for me to pull off. So I decided to stick with what we have and just roll with it. So let's go ahead and see what things looked like. Looking at the player stats, that's the rookie report. We're not too crazy about that right now. But Jalen Green, 19 points. Markelle Fultz, 18. Cole Anthony, 15. Isaac, 15. James Bouknight, 13. RJ Hampton, 13, 12. There's a lot of good contributing players on this roster, man. Like 60-22, we did a really, really good job this season. And interestingly enough, Chicago was the 2nd seed, and they still have Vucevic and Levine and Kobe White and Patrick Williams, and they drafted Jabari Smith, and it looks like they may have gotten rid of Lauri Markkanen, which is something that could happen in real life. We'll have to see. So let's go ahead and see if we could beat the Atlanta Hawks though here in the first round. We beat them last year, so I ultimately think we should be able to do it again. Somebody in current round, and we are gonna beat them in 7. That was very close, but we do ultimately win. We got Chicago beating Miami, Brooklyn beating Philly, and now we get to play Boston, the team that eliminated us last year, who have Conley, Brown, Tatum, Jeremiah Robinson, Earl, Robert Williams, and Kemba Walker. So this is a very talented Boston team still. So someone in game 1, we're up 1-0. So good start to things. Going up 2-0. That's awesome. Box score, we got Jalen Green, 31. Can we go up 3-0 on the Celtics? Nope, 2-1. What about 3-1? And yes, we can. And beat them in 5 here. And no, can we beat them in 6? I'm going to adjust rotation because I want to beat this team and not have any worries. Yes, we're playing the Chicago Bulls. Interestingly enough, we all know Orlando made a big trade with the Chicago Bulls at the trade deadline. So here we are playing them now. So you have Kobe White, Levine, Williams, Jabari Smith, Nikola Vucevic, Drew Holiday, Derek White. and you got Dallas and Memphis on the other side. So let's see if we can beat this team. Game 1 goes to them, so that is not a good start. Simcasting, let's go see if we can even this up. So they took one on our home floor. Let's make sure that doesn't happen again. But maybe Levine and Vucevic are just too good for us right now, as they're up 2-0 on us. Not a good start. So let's see if we can come back from this and come back from a 2-0 deficit. So it looks like we have a good lead going into game 3, and we are going to win game 3. So awesome. Game 4 is going to be one where we definitely need to win. This is a must win. We cannot go down 3-1. That is just not something you can do in a playoff series. So come on, man. Although it is possible, it's happened before, and we do ultimately choke it here. So not looking good. 8-man rotation. I'm going to play our best players for the rest of the series. Mark, we got RJ Hampton getting out of the rotation, I guess, right now. So Simcasting, rest of the rotation. Come on, man. Let's see if we can come back from this. So we're down 3-1, but it is possible we come back, as we are going to blow them out here in game 5. So it is a 3-2 lead for them now. Let's see if we can do this again, giving less minutes away in Chicago. We even this up, bring this back to Orlando, and then we would be big chilling. So come on, 2K, throw me it. Let's go. I'm gonna slow this down because I want to come back in this series. 104 to 106. Let's go. Well, let's score the basketball. Come on, boys. Let's go. 106 to 108, 108, 111. Very close game, back and forth game. We could take a big lead here if we just score the basketball, but the score just stays still. 113, 115. It is still a back and forth game, though. They're up 5 now. 113, 119. We're not scoring the basketball, man. 160, 122. And it looks like we are going to give this game away, unless we make this little bit of a comeback at the end. 122, 124. 124, even game. 126. Back and forth, man. Oh my, it is a tie basketball game. I think I jump in here. Even though I suck at 2K, I would like to control my own destiny. Chicago has the basketball, it looks like. Okay, so we just gotta play good defense. That's all that we need to do. We have some good defenders, so I'm not even scared. I don't see what I'm doing on my side. I'm gonna off ball though. Nikola Vucevic on Wendell Carter. This was the big trade. Who's gonna make the bigger move? Wendell Carter plays some good defense. Get the board. There we go. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna go to Cole Anthony here, obviously, because we do not want to dribble the basketball. I thought, oh yes, we get a cutting. Why'd you blow that? Please make that. Mo Bamba blew the layup, but it's okay because he puts it back in. 130 to 128. We got a very, very interesting game. We cannot afford to go home here. 3-2 lead for the Chicago Bulls. Force a game 7. We go back to Orlando. This would be huge, bro. Come on. Just got to get some stops. Got to get a stop here, and we win this pretty much. Come on. Wendell Carter, play of the game. Very, very interesting because we gave the man some money. 23 points tonight. Awesome. Play some good defense on Vucevic as well down low. So, all right, man. Let's just play some good D, and we're chilling. Jonathan Isaac. Looks like we're gonna get it. Okay. I thought they were about to. All right, so got some Mo Bamba defense on Vucevic. Mo Bamba does play some decent defense, but Vucevic is just better and gets a basket on him. That would have been a huge, huge stop, but unfortunately, it is not gonna go that way. So there's a 130 to 130 game, 3-2 lead for the Chicago Bulls. Let's see if we can make this basket and let's go. Okay, I'm gonna definitely go to Markelle Fultz here. I'm gonna get a screen. I would definitely want a screen here. And it looks like they're going to give me the layup. Let's go, baby. 130 to 130. Chicago does not have a timeout. So all we have to do is not let them score a basket. It's easier said than done, obviously. But we got this. Let's see what Drew Holiday wants to do. Levine, wow, that is a deep 3, and he misses it. We're going to a game 7. Let's go, man. This is what we wanted. We forced a game 7. This is all we wanted. We wanted a chance to get to the NBA Finals, and we still have that opportunity. 132 to 130. We got ourselves a series, baby. Obviously, when we 1000% have to simcast game 7. There's no way around it. Simcasting game 7. Let's win this, man. Make the Chicago Bulls blow a 3-1 lead. It's looking good. Just kidding. It's close. It's close. I thought it was looking like we were about to just blow them out, and it is a close game instead. So another close one. 108 to 110. Ah, man, please don't do this to me, 2K. Let's make this 3-1 comeback. 115 to 110. We still have a chance. 111, 115. 4-point game. 115, 113. Man, these games always make me nervous. Simcast always makes me nervous. Okay, we have a 2-point lead, 5-point lead with 3 minutes left. Come on, man. Just keep that lead going. 125, 119. Up 6 right now. 121, 125. We got this, man. Please don't do this to me, 2K. 127, 120. Oh my gosh, it is a very close game. 127, 129, 130. No way it tied, man. No way it tied. No way it tied. No way. It tied. We got to jump in again, man. 130 to 130. It is. Okay, we get the ball, though. We have the ball. That is so awesome. Okay, 130 to 130. Same thing. Let's just do the same thing on him. Let's dance on him. Come on. Hopefully this works out like it did last time. Isaac's cutting. Come on. You got to make that. Let's go, baby. 132 to 130. That is what I love to see. Isaac with the game winner if we can stop them here. They got to make a long... Okay, Levine has got to play some good defense. He can't make that. No way he makes that. Let's go, man. We're going to the NBA Finals. We're going to the NBA Finals. We stopped the Chicago Bulls, who we just made a trade with at the trade deadline, and we're going to the NBA Finals. This is all I wanted. We got the opportunity. Let's go win this championship now. To play the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals, man, so this should be interesting. We're going to be playing Luka, Josh Richardson, Josh Green, Daniel Tyus, Kristaps Porzingis, Caleb Houston, and Derek Favors. So I feel like that Chicago team was a lot better, but you just never know. Game 1 goes to us. Okay, good start. We're up 2-0. Up 3-0, and we sweep the Dallas Mavericks. Let's go, baby. We have won a championship with the Orlando Magic even after they made all these trades, and there was a lot of young talent here, obviously. We had a ton of young talent. Jonathan Isaac, Wendell Carter, Mo Bamba, Markelle Fultz, Jalen Green, Cole Anthony. This rebuild couldn't have gone any better, to be honest. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to smash that like button if you did. Hey, and by the way, I jumped into a 2K game twice and didn't choke. That's probably the first time in history. Thank you guys for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.